I'm back. No, I'm not, I'm back. But I am back to tell you that everything you think is real isn't real or even real. For instance, you might think we live on a globe. Wrong again. We live inside a globe. That's how conspiracy theories are made. People just make it up. People say that and then they work backwards. Oh no, there's little tiny people living inside Antarctica. That's why no one goes there. Not because it's freezing cold and you'll perish anyway, but because there's tiny little people underneath Antarctica playing cards. Okay, so I'm here on TikTok and I'm revealing grevelations today. No, revealing. So I read the G twice. I'm revealing revelations. I'm not revealing grevelations. I'm revealing revelations. I'm telling you what the real world really is, and the real world really is not what the world you think even is. It's not what you think it is. Let me show you.
Nobody really knows how the last megalodon died. Until just a few days ago, no one knew the reason for the disappearance of this creature. But everything changed when a marine biologist made a completely crazy discovery. Matthias, a renowned marine biologist.
Look at this real footage they're chopping in. That's terrifying. I also love how they go, oh, no one really knows where the last megalodon went. It went to the moon, obviously. It went no, it just went somewhere. People will not let the megalodon rest. Let it go. I would actually be really pissed off if I was a great white. Imagine being a terrifying shark and everyone's like,
yeah, but your bigger ancestor's still about somewhere, probably.
No, it's not. That's not. The great white's scary enough. Why do you want the megalodon to be about?
Was studying ancient megalodon teeth to find out where they came from. After quite a few tests, he discovered they all came from a zone right in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. So he decided to find out.
How do you run a test on a tooth to find out where it came from? I get finding where a rock came from, but a tooth's a bit different, so I'm thinking this is a lie already. So does Nathan. I want proof, not stories. He's not buying any of this. I think the shark that ate the megalodon was the Kodiak shark. Oh, everyone in the comments has figured it out already. I haven't even finished the video and I already know what happened to the megalodon. The shark that ate it was a fucking Kodiak shark.
Truth for himself. He set off into the Atlantic Ocean with a ship specially designed to analyze the ocean floor. After an hour of sailing, he entered the region where the teeth he had analyzed came from. His submarine turned on the cameras and began to descend into the water. But he didn't see anything interesting. He had been there for over an hour and had to go back up soon because he was almost out of oxygen. That's when suddenly an immense shark silhouette emerged from the depths, easily measuring 65 feet and headed straight for the submarine. Matthias panicked when suddenly an even larger gigantic shark came out of nowhere.
Oh, he was panicking, then an even bigger shark came and ate that shark. And then he was like, oh no, that shark's gonna... And then an even bigger shark came and it ate that shark. And just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, an even bigger shark came and ate that shark. And then a bigger shark came and used that shark as a toothpick. And then a bigger shark came and played the fiddle on the other one, on its gills. Now, if you said that, I would have believed it. I thought that when they said, oh, a huge 65-foot shark, I thought that was going to be the megalodon. Then they're like, no, actually, let's make this story even cooler. Then a bigger fucking shark came. Oh, imagine a big shark and then imagine a fucking bigger one that ate it. That's even cooler.
And swallowed the gigantic shark. The shark disappeared without a trace. Terrified, Matthias headed up to his boat, retrieved the footage from the submarine cameras, and posted it to the internet. To see the footage, press on share, more, and then photos.
Oh, and I suppose that'll work, will it? By the way, if you press share more photos, it just goes to your photos, doesn't it? 14,000 people have been like, I need to see this footage. A shark eating a shark in a submarine. What? You do know the Marina Trench is real and that it can be a megalodon there waiting. You know, you guys are aware that the famous Marina Trench that everyone knows is real anyway, is real. And there very may well could be a megalodon waiting in there. You guys never thought of that? There could, Michael Jackson could also be in there, doing the moonwalk. You could say anything could be in the Marina. I could be in there, running around on all fours, burying stuff again. But I'm probably not. I'm probably here. They just edited it from a megalodon movie. Oh, it's a literal dog, to be fair. Dogs aren't that, like, they haven't got that great vision, so you can't really tell this is AI if you are a dog, so fair enough. Well, that's a great start. Now we know the megalodon's still about, and there's actual footage of it. All you have to do is share that video. So if you want to, just come to this page, share that video, and you can see it.
The truth about the Titanic has finally been leaked, and they have been lying to you this whole time. The Titanic was not a victim of an iceberg, but rather one of the ocean's most dangerous predators, where there has only ever been one reported sighting before of this enormous kraken-like sea creature. The footage...
I knew it was the bloody butt kraken. I knew... That's why Leo didn't get on the bloody door. There's butt cracking in the water and he wanted some. It makes sense, doesn't it?
From an old camera that was stored in the White House had very poor video quality, so the footage was given to video editors and graphic designers in order to recreate.
So they could make it up and, just put it through Photoshop and put a kraken on it. There's no way they're going to now claim that they ran photos through and they can see a kraken.
The exact scene that took place, but in higher quality using CGI. It shows an enormous tentacled beast rising from the depths and wrapping itself around the ship's hull. The sheer force of this creature's grip appears to have torn the Titanic apart, sinking it in minutes. The eerie, high-definition images...
There's no way they're actually claiming there's real high-definition images of a kraken taking down the Titanic, and we've never seen it. I've seen the film. That is not a film, it's a bloody documentary. You can't fake documentaries. We know what happened. It's called The Titanic. Go and watch it.
Feel the creature thrashing the ship as passengers and crew scramble in panic. Scientists and historians alike are stunned. The implications are enormous, not only for our understanding of the Titanic, but for marine biology itself, as we could still have this deadly kraken-like creature roaming our oceans to this day. If you would like to see the raw video footage or the images, then just simply press on share more and then photos, and they will be shown to you. If this doesn't work, then comment Titanic and I will send it myself.
And of course the gentle trench. So the Mariner Trench has made an account. He's trying to be, just the gentle trench with a dove emoji, trying to find out more because he wants to know what we know about the Mariner Trench. We know you're storing a megalodon in there. We know you sent the kraken from your trench to get the Titanic, and now it's here going, Titanic, send me the footage so I can erase it from everywhere. The Mariner Trench is too smart. Check your DMs. I wonder what they are sending them. Just a dick pic. It's just like, you want to see it, do you? There's a kraken. How'd you like that? There's no. Now I'm kind of tempted to comment Titanic, just see what they send.
A Wyoming cuttlefish has just been spotted in the ocean off the coast of America, and it is absolutely terrifying. An enormous sea dragon-like creature has...
and we haven't seen it. No. This massive, huge thing's just been spotted, and I've not found out about it until this video.
Been sighted devouring other creatures as large as great white sharks and whales.
Also, what's this talking about? Because have you seen a cuttlefish, by the way? Just like a stupid octopus. Just like an octopus that didn't know what it was doing. Look at that. And this is a cuttlefish, a Wyoming cuttlefish, just happens to be instead this. I'll be pretty pissed off as a regular cuttlefish if that's what I could have been.
An enormous sea dragon-like creature has been sighted devouring other creatures as large as great white sharks and whales, with its hundreds of razor-sharp teeth, allowing it to rip them to shreds. It has been reported to have ripped almost 15% of creatures in the ocean apart, and has been
Where have they got that stuff from? This thing has ripped 15% of everything apart. Every animal in the ocean has been ripped apart. Well, 15% of them anyway. Even just to say, it's devoured 15%, that makes more... But to say, we've calculated that it's ripped 15% of the ocean apart. Why ripped it apart? Who gets a stat for something's ripped apart?
Estimated to be around 60 foot in length. If this creature keeps ripping other creatures apart at this rate...
What is it with ripping it apart? It's not even eating them, it's just ripping them apart. If this creature just keeps ripping stuff apart, everything's going to be torn in half. The Earth's going to be ripped in half. Everything's just getting ripped apart. But this creature just likes to rip things apart, doesn't even eat, just rips stuff apart. Just letting rip.
Then it is likely that in a few years from now, only 2% of creatures in our oceans will be living, while researchers are scrambling...
While the rest of it is just ripped apart, but still it's all, you can see it all, it's just ripped apart. 98% of everything in the ocean has been ripped apart by this thing.
To understand more about the Wyoming cuttlefish.
They want to understand more. Why are they blazing up then? Why are they smoking Mary Jane instead of doing science?
Its behavior has left marine biologists and behavioral experts extremely confused, as it doesn't seem aggressive in nature. However, it attacks.
It doesn't seem aggressive. It's ripped 15% of the ocean species apart. No, it's really weird. It doesn't seem aggressive, but it's just in 2 years it might rip 98% of all of creatures in the ocean apart. But it's not aggressive. It just likes ripping things apart. But it isn't aggressive though. I just want to make that clear.
When it feels threatened, this suggests that this creature is extremely scared and very sensitive, meaning that trying to capture and stop this creature is going to be near impossible.
It's sensitive and scared. Only one thing for it then. Send in a white girl. This isn't you. Stop ripping every creature apart. This isn't you. And then it goes... And it calms down, and it disappears, and no one ever sees it again. It goes back to the Mariner Trench.
Scientists also fear that this creature may cause other deadly predators to come out, such as the Leviathan and Kraken, as they may see the Wyoming cuttlefish as a meal. If you want to see footage of the Wyoming cuttlefish ripping a great white shark to pieces...
Yes, of course I do. Of course I want to see the Wyoming cuttlefish rip up great shark to pieces. That's what they're known for.
Which I don't advise as it is graphic, but if you're brave enough, then just press on
Let me guess, share this to your group chat and I'll send you a video of the cuttlefish ripping 2% of my ass apart. Is the Wyoming cuttlefish an actual thing, or is that made up? Why is it called the cuttle? No, the only thing you find with cuttlefish is this thing. This stupid little octopus thing. I'm going out on a limb here and saying, which is brave, because there's a big chance the Wyoming cuttlefish will rip it in half. But I'm going to say, I don't think it's real. I think that is a conspiracy theory. So far, I don't think anything's real yet. But I may be proven wrong.
The moon rock that Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin brought back to Earth was fake. And what this truly was is just terrifying.
It's just Neil's shit. It's Neil's dehydrated shit. Now that is believable.
Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin were the first two people to ever set foot on the moon, and as a token decided that they would bring back rocks from the moon. These rocks were given to the President of America as memorabilia and has been used as a token of goodwill to give to other world leaders. This has now caused carnage, as an American geologist was given the duty to study this rock under
given doo-doo. An American geologist was given Neil's dookie.
Microscope to get a closer look at what type of rock the moon is actually made up of. While doing this, the geologist reported back that this material would not be possible on the moon, unless it was from an area that had not been discovered yet. But this made no sense, because the satellites had studied the area that they were landing on. The geologist knew it was fake after he found tiny specks of mud on the rock, which didn't add up because there's no mud on the moon. This rock was actually a mixture of petrified oak and lunar meteorites. If the rock was fake, does this mean that the whole mission also never occurred? Let me know in the comments.
Oh, now this is real. Guys, take notes. Now this is real. And if you look closely, so you got Earth here, we're on the moon. And you got the moon in the background. Oh, you forgot to take the moon away because you're on it. There's the moon. What are you on then? Cheese? Also, that's another good point, is the fact that the moon is made of cheese. Everyone knows that. So of course, if they brought back rock, it's not real.
And if you want to see the microscope images.
Oh, just share and comment. Well, why the fuck have I just witnessed a death as well, by the way? What's that got to do with it? Where did that come from? Why in the background the world was flat? Because that's how it is? What do you mean? Oh, Marcel Gang has just tagged fake mission. Like they would only announce this on TikTok only. Whatever. These guys are good. These guys are real good. That's the issue with it, not the images in the back. Well, I've just seen a flat Earth with a moon in the back, but apparently the astronaut is taking a selfie on the moon, and then an astronaut's driving around in the background. Scaffolding kills it. What? That's slightly unlikely. Oh, do you know what's more likely though? On the topic of the moon dragon.
They finally found life on the moon, but they are wishing that they never did. The rocket that was sent to land on the moon around 3 months ago has finally landed on the dark side, and what they caught on the spacesuit camera is just disturbing. This trip to the moon was to gather more data and
by the way, this is on the dark side, so of course there's a chance there's a dragon there.
Or the dark side of the moon, which had never been explored before. NASA was expecting to see nothing apart from empty space. That was until they saw a known creature that was believed to be an urban legend called
the moon dragon. I knew it was real. Now this is making sense.
Moon dragon. This creature has been mentioned throughout history, but nobody knew that it actually existed. This creature is deadly, and the astronauts that were on the dark side of the moon unfortunately found out how deadly this creature is, as we have not heard back from them since the camera caught the moon dragon on camera. NASA are trying to figure out a way to capture this creature and take it back to Earth so it can be observed and understand if there are any other unknown creatures on the moon. Would you want to ever go to the moon? Leave it in the comments and press on share.
Well, no,
then
now
more,
that I know there's a moon
moon
dragon, I don't ever want to go to the moon. No, and don't bring it back to create havoc. What if you... Oh, fuck, NASA are going to bring back the moon dragon. It's going to wreak havoc here. Oh, and now Elon Musk is... Oh, message me private, dear, for security reasons. Elon fucking Musk. What is going on? Oh, Oh, you don't want me to bring back the moon dragon? Message me privately. You're on to me. That is so Elon Musk.
This enormous, mysterious hole in the ocean just keeps getting bigger. About a week...
Oh, I've seen one of those recently.
A week ago, a hole in the ocean was spotted with some sort of creature seeming to appear out of it. However, since last week, the hole has continued to expand and is now much bigger than it was previously. This is extremely terrifying as we have...
The fucking ocean's butthole's just revealed itself. The Kraken's in it. Kraken's in its actual butthole. Actual Kraken is in the ocean's butthole, of all places.
It's now much bigger than it was previously. This is extremely terrifying as we have no idea how big this hole is going to get and how many creatures are inside of this. We believe this
Well, don't forget, there can't be that many creatures inside of it because the Wyoming cuttlefish cuttlefish has torn most of them in half anyway. And in a couple years, we'll all be torn in half by the Wyoming cuttlefish. So what's the point? What's the point in even doing anything? Just to be torn in half.
Strange event may be a sign of what is set to come to our Earth in the near future and is supported.
More massive holes. Earth's just going to become massive buttholes everywhere with krakens in them. Then we'll see if the Wyoming cuttlefish can rip us a new one. How about that?
By these other natural disasters that have been happening around our world recently. Some people say that this is a result of climate change. However, many ancient texts suggest otherwise, as dangerous creatures have been mentioned to return to our Earth, and these type of events have been mentioned to occur as a warning sign. A few of the creatures that have been mentioned include the Leviathan, Cthulhu, and the Kraken.
Cuttlefish.
An American tourist recorded this hole on an expedition, and the footage showed the hole expanding with extremely strange things inside of the hole. Comment which...
Extreme. But it's not going to tell us what extremely strange things were in it. Oh, there's extremely strange things in there, and it's just got like mundane things, just like, oh, there's some paperwork, there's a log, there is a kraken, but there is also a chess set, nail clippers, just stuff in general. There's just stuff in the hole, just a lot of stuff in it. Is it in Great Britain? No, don't worry, Ross punching, we're fine. Ross punching. Oh, Ross is punching, and they've just put a curse on him. TYRTRT. Thank you. Retweet. That's what that means.
Noah's Ark has finally been found.
They've not found Noah's Ark. Oh, all this time we had no idea where it was, and we finally found it. Where's all this stuff been kept? The same place they're keeping the Kraken and everything. It's all just in the Mariner Trench, isn't it?
Inside was the creature that was not allowed on board. At 5 p.m. on the 27th of October.
So the one thing in Noah's Ark is the thing that wasn't allowed in it. How's that happened?
October 2024, archaeologists were at Mount Whitney looking to excavate an area of land. That was before they dug up what they thought to be a normal, ancient object, until they fully dug up the land around it and revealed the Ark in its entirety. This wasn't even the craziest part, though. What was found inside is even more astonishing. The group of archaeologists began to explore the Ark further and took a look inside. If you didn't already know, there was
it's the fucking Wyoming cuttlefish. And it's just ripping all the archaeologists a new bottle as soon as they arrive in there. Because it just loves to rip.
One creature in the Bible that God did not allow Noah to let on board, as this creature was seen as too dangerous and cruel for humanity itself. This creature was thought to have disappeared from the face of Earth after the flood. However, what was found inside the Ark says otherwise. The creature was found inside of the Ark, protecting enormous mystical eggs.
Preparing myself for scrambled eggs in the morning.
That have never been seen before. It seems that the creature may have sought revenge on Noah and his Ark after being denied entry.
Suck revenge on Noah and his Ark and his boat and ripped it a new one. Called in the cuttlefish to rip it apart.
Which creature you think it was, and comment part 2 to reveal the answer.
Everyone write Wyoming cuttlefish in the comments right now. Do you know what? I've only scratched the surface in this video, but if you want to know the real truth, hit the subscribe button, like the video, and comment the Wyoming cuttlefish, and I will reply to you guys with the real truth. How about that? Or I'll do a follow-up video to give you the real truth. Thank you for watching. Share this to your family group chat, and you can watch another video on my face right now. Bye.